The Nikon ZR is gaining momentum, and we wanted to find out whether this small camera truly lives up to the hype or if its born cinematic slogan is just another marketing tagline. Hi guys, I'm Johnnie from CineD. The Nikon ZR already caught attention at IBC 2025. It even received our CineD Best of Show award. And we paired it with another award winner, the DZOFILM Vespid 2 lenses, to see what kind of images we could really get out of it. The ZR marks Nikon's official entry into the new Z Cinema series, a full-frame 6K camera born out of Nikon's acquisition of RED's last year. The main feature here is RED's R3D NE RAW codec, alongside Nikon's own RAW and Apple ProRes RAW. That's 3 flavors of RAW recording, plus 32-bit float internal audio, fanless cooling, and a 4-inch LCD screen. So it definitely looks impressive, but is it really born cinematic? Let's watch a short mini documentary that I shot first, and then we come back to talk about the camera. Vienna is very famous for its rich cultural heritage and vibrant music scene. That's what led me to look for someone who is actually building instruments, and in my search I found Johannes. And he was kind enough to invite me to his workshop where he makes guitars.
It all began when I was in art school in Vienna and learned the different skills like metalwork and woodwork, and decided then that I would love to make some artwork, but also I love to make music and play the guitar, of course. And I fell in love with this instrument, and so I thought it would be very nice to combine the things, to really do something with the hands and put wood and metal parts together and get some cool stuff that you can make music with. I decided to go to Hallstatt. This is a luthier school. There I learned all the important skills to make music instruments, like violins and guitars. The most important thing, I guess, is to get deep into this material stuff, that you understand how things work. I mean, wood could be very different, or the same kind of species of wood could work in a very different way in an instrument. To choose the right material so it has the possibility to make very beautiful sounds. I love to design instruments, so to plan an instrument and find a really nice shape that will work for the customer, so it feels right when he's got it in his hand, and also that it resonates really good. You can always find new ways to reach this target. Try new materials or new techniques. You have to be curious and find a way to make instruments that the customer and yourself like, and yeah. I started working as a luthier 2007. From there I was working for other luthiers, I think for about 10 years or something. And then I got self-employed and made my own shop. I think a highlight was for me when I found out that you could really change the sound in instruments when you form the wood, and this happens with every instrument. I put them together before I lacquer them, and then I work on them with strings on, and while I listen to these instruments I change the thickness or make routings or something, so I change the stability and the weight, and when I found out that this really works, it makes me very happy, and from then on I carried on with working this way. I do lots of repair work, and these are all kinds of customers, from collectors to musicians. For the instruments that are built, they're mainly professional musicians, I would say. They have an idea in their head, what they would like to have that doesn't exist, and we find together a way, make it happen to have this thing. You know, I didn't make a lot of advertisement, so there's a lot of, come on, go to this guy, he repaired my guitar very well, or something like this. The last 10 years or something, I mainly built electric guitars, but now I start again building acoustics because I love this kind of Selma Macaferri kind of guitars, and I have lots of customers there in this field, and they are very special. They have kind of top, there's a kind of playage, this is a bow behind the bridge, and that's not, you notice from the mandolin family more than from guitars, and yeah, it's a leather bracing, it's a lot of special things there, and that made me curious, and I think they're very beautiful because Art Deco style, and I like that very much, so I decided to build them also. Well, I design the guitars. I have a sketchbook where every time I have some idea, I make a little sketch, and sometimes after years I look again. If I need a new idea, I look again in this book, and sometimes I think, oh, I should work on this idea and build it. And the special thing on electric guitars is you're pretty free with the form. It just have to be cozy for the player, but you can make crazy stuff and have weird ideas that will work. And the only thing is that most customers are pretty conservative, and so you often do also very traditional things, like models that existed since 70 years or something. I think the special thing about having a custom instrument built for you, normally you already have lots of instruments when you come to this decision, and you're always searching for something special that doesn't exist. Or you have the feeling that always a neck is too thick or too thin, or you want to have it customized to your wishes, so it feels right for your hands, and or you have a special design idea, or maybe electronic stuff that doesn't exist in this way, and so you get in touch with the luthier and you work good together. You can create something really special and new that inspires you. To be honest, it's not easy to make a living out of it. There are very few people who make it, but if you're really into it and you really want to do it, then you will find a way. It's a good way to live your life doing this, I think, because you make the customers happy and yourself if you achieve to create something special.
Thank you for watching the mini doc, and now let's talk about marketing versus reality. I have to be honest, I get slightly agitated when marketing departments go overboard. Nikon's messaging uses the word cinema or cinematic almost 30 times in a press release. Yes, it's a capable camera, but when you remove the EVF from the Z6 III, add RED's RAW recording, tweak the design and call it cinema, it raises the question, what actually defines a cinema camera? For me, the answer is simple: when professionals use it for real high-end productions. And right now, we'll have to just wait and see how this camera is being accepted. As someone who shoots documentaries rather than features, I can say there is nothing fundamental cinema about the ZR that makes you a better DP. Storytelling, lighting, camera movements, filters, and lenses. Those are what really make your images cinematic. Also, some expected features are missing: true 24p, open gate, full-size HDMI, anamorphic support, and false color, just to name a few. Having said that, the picture quality is beautiful. The ZR delivers very clean, rich images. I filmed in R3D NE RAW and watched it on an Asus ProArt 6K display. Really gorgeous results. I did notice something odd with the motion cadence. The footage sometimes felt too smooth even when shooting in 25p at 180 degrees shutter, but that could be just me. Slow motion looks great, 4K at 119 frames per second in DX crop mode, even in RAW. Dual base ISO of 800 and 6400 also helps a lot in mixed lighting conditions, but try to stick to ISO 800 when possible for greater dynamic range. Let's talk about connectivity. Now, here's where Nikon could do better. The ZR still uses a micro HDMI port, a deal breaker for many. There are also no mounting points on the body, so a cage is a must. I used the small rig Nikon ZR cage, which is excellent, and I highly recommend keeping it on if you are a video shooter. It also allowed me to mount the Kinefinity Eagle EVF, which I still need for accurate framing and exposure. In terms of usability, the camera is compact, easy to handle for run and gun work or gimbal use. IBIS is a bit on the weaker side, but menus are intuitive and buttons are easy to configure. Lens compatibility is excellent thanks to the Z-mount. From my shooting days, I used an ECP-L to Z adapter with the DZOFILM Vespid 2 lenses, and it worked perfectly. A nice touch is the zoom rocker on top, a real-time saver when checking focus on manual lenses. Also, it boots instantly, no RED style waiting times here. On the codec side, you get 3 types of RAW, ProRes HQ H.265 in 8 and 10-bit, and a single H.264 8-bit codec. But let's not waste time talking about it. And please bear in mind that those H.265 is only 420, and the applied noise reduction is very heavy. So there's a gap for a proper mid-tier codec. Last but not least, I like the 1080p proxy recording when filming in RAW, as it's a lifesaver for fast editing and file sharing. The large LCD screen is great for overview and menu navigation, but it's not bright enough for outdoor shooting, unless you enable the Rec 709 LUT. And if you plug in a mic or headphones, you can't tilt it freely. As for audio, Nikon did something remarkable. It's the first mirrorless camera to offer internal 32-bit float recording without an external grip. That's a big advantage for a solo shooter, though you still want to record backup audio on the transmitter side for safety when working wirelessly. I also want to briefly talk about editing the R3D NE RAW files. DaVinci Resolve already supporting the R3D NE RAW files, but also Adobe Premiere Beta, not the normal one, but this will give you a very smooth result. Just remember to import the entire folder via the media browser. Conclusion: at $2,200, the Nikon ZR it's a solid camera with average specifications, but with a great image quality and useful features. But if you already own the Nikon Z6 III, there is a little reason to upgrade. For newcomers from other brands, it might be a compelling option. I just wish that Nikon marketing would tone down the cinema talk. At the end of the day, specifications and our lab tests really prove that it's an average camera that can produce beautiful images. And a quick mention of the DZOFILM Vespid 2 lenses that I use. The DZOFILM Vespid 2 series covers 6 focal lengths from 18 to 105 mm, all at t1.9. They are compact, robust, and extremely sharp with beautiful bokeh and no focus breathing. Honestly, those are the best lenses we've tested in this price range for a long time. If I were to film a real project, I would probably add Black Promised here to soften the image. Overall, they really worked flawlessly. Each lens cost $1,199 or $6,289 for the full 6-lens kit. For much more information, please head to CineD.com for the full Nikon ZR review and of course our full lab test. Otherwise, I'll be very happy to hear you guys. I really want to know your opinion. If you already have the Nikon ZR or the DZOFILM Vespid 2, please share your thoughts with us. Okay, good. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you, guys.